What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy, and this is X-Men 97, Episode 8. Tolerance is Extinction, Part 1. I was about to say Annihilation is Extinction, and that doesn't make any sense. I'm back in Toronto, in the studio. We're no longer on the rig that I didn't love. I didn't end up doing my Delicious in Dungeon last week, because I was like, you know what? I didn't love the look for my X-Men video. So I'm sorry about that. I want that good audio that comes from my Sennheiser Mark IV microphone that is definitely not a sponsor, but that I'm grateful for making me sound good. This is another episode of this. It's probably going to make me mad or sad or both. So that's a thing. Let's watch it. If you want that full-length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. But if you don't, stay here because acceptance is extinction. Tolerance is why can't I remember the words? What's happening? Let's do this.
Mr. Sinister.
Help us get the real bad guys.
I have nothing.
This plain Traska's being like really upset about a massacre is interesting considering.
Terminate you.
What in the name of all heaven?
Ooh. The idea that there's more of him is so scary. So, funny story, last week when I posted that video, I had to cut out the Purple People Eater song because YouTube's copyright system thought that it was I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. They don't sound anything like each other. So that was something. But I couldn't get YouTube to stop thinking that song was another song. Professor X! He's in the opening title. He's making it home. I'm surprised Magneto wasn't there, because he's not dead. You revealed in the last episode he's not dead. He's alive. Alive, I tell you. God, the decisions they made around the animation choices in the opener are so fascinating. Because it feels so intentional that I'm like, I want to know, Bo. Bo, I want to know. Why'd you do it?
Apparently, his mutant power includes vanishing from any room I enter.
Think of it another way. Your son came back because he needs his father.
The professor to show me how he did what he did so well. Be a father.
Some lessons are taught, Scott.
Scott would think that Charles was a good dad.
Bastion's Evolutionary War lasted 300 years.
So another dystopia where Logan's the last to die.
Each time we attempt to stop the attack on Genosha, we are temporally pulled away from the event.
The mystics of Camartage speak of absolute points. Events that occur across all timelines.
Camartage? Oh shit. Dropping the ancient one casually? Is this just in the MCU?
That machine killed my mother.
We need to make sure he doesn't do the same to anyone else.
A couple centuries late in the overprotective dad bit, huh?
And our empire shall welcome a new emperor, Professor Charles Xavier.
Weird timing. Definitely some weird timing.
Even more alarming are the reports that Xavier's assassin, Henry Gyrick, was found murdered in Mexico City today.
Fuck.
I'm hosting a fundraiser here for Genosha. Somebody needs to help those poor souls. The X-Men certainly aren't.
Mama's getting sloppy over breakfast.
Memories are merely dim images echoing with emotion. Does it matter if you heard his first cries? If you remember how it felt to hear them?
Fucking love Kurt.
Instead, unlike our mother, we chose not to abandon each other, to let go of the past, and simply be family.
God, I'm so glad he's on the show. Well, if that isn't the fucking meaning of the X-Men, I don't know what is.
Cable's lead points to a town called Harmony outside Pittsburgh.
Is it just the 3 of them? Is this like a fucking like play date? I guess there's no other kid. It's just literally like parent time. God, why is Sinister so hot?
His very own Dr. Mengele.
Fuck!
He could have been so much more, but he settled on being a Nazi.
Oh, of course she is.
Pig pens brimming with mutant test subjects. That's my dream.
Why would you tell her that?
For everything, forgive me. Curse me, just please talk to me. You must have something to say.
There's a lot of bad people showing a lot of apologies in this show.
Though the X-Men locking up the lead suspect behind Genosha in their basement is a pretty big headline.
A good doctor's been hoisted by his own petard.
How many like him are out there?
We shall know momentarily.
Oh, fuck. Bluetooth that shit. Let's go.
Sentinel facility I've seen.
Kind of looks like where Mystique died in the Dark Phoenix movie. Sorry, spoilers. It's not a good movie. Don't worry about it.
This is Bastion's childhood home. He grew up here.
Stark Expo? Is Iron Man? Where are the Avengers? If they're all alive, what are we doing?
Now please, make yourselves at home while I pack.
Oh no.
Sebastian? Will I ever be normal?
No.
He's descended of every Sentinel from Master Mold to Nimrod. Mutated, evolved.
Master Mold to Nimrod is such an insane sentence.
Like when our village idiot, Guy Rick, made a martyr of Xavier and... tolerance. But really, guilt. So I hand humanity Genosha.
That fucking collar on his neck is a fucking choice.
Apathy's your answer.
Do not mistake Doom's collusion as indifference to flagrant war.
What?!
But right now we press on with the rollout.
Your Sentinel program can't go wide so long as leaders like President Kelly see the X-Men as allies.
What the fuck?
Also request Dr. Cooper stay with you to ensure those memos go out.
Is that a scroll? Top right there?
It's like the scary ozone stuff in the news. Act today to save tomorrow.
The scary ozone stuff in the news.
Operation
Oh, God.
Zero Tolerance.
What is happening?
Spot him a mile away. We need something deadly but discreet.
Is that the guy from Foe?
What's a taxi driver supposed to do when a teleporter gets you there in a blink? The human community is scared. Of course they are. They've been told over and...
Fuck.
They know they're joining something far greater than themselves.
I would honestly be down to go extinct.
You said you were building a new Sentinel, not weaponizing civilians.
You sound like a dinosaur fretting the fate of an asteroid before impact.
I'm more concerned you're the asteroid.
Oh no, did you finally realize that you're evil? Crazy how that happens when you work for bad people.
It's important to cherish every second with your child. They grow up so fast.
Did Bastion send them here to fuck with them over parenting?
The final dream, he called it. Like all good art.
Oh no! Mama!
It imitates life.
He fucking turned his own mom? That shit's crazy.
You're giving me this new outfit.
Let's go, Jubes.
Yo, Ford, a little privacy?
Surrender, mutants.
I've recalibrated.
Woolworths? Is anywhere safe for rich, entitled people?
Oh, my stars and garters. We must warn the team.
Don't.
Oh, what a moment!
Takes a mutation to beat one. Heartbreaking, realizing you're no longer Mother Nature's favorite.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
I gotta talk to Hank about his taste in women.
Good joke. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is crazy.
He's turned his entire hometown into...
Nathan, Jean, run!
Oh my god. I don't know how. Okay, they can't get away. Oh shit. I was definitely worried for the Quinjet there. Whoop! Fuck. How long have they been doing this for?
Meet outside!
Like, they've turned so many fucking people. Oh my god.
Filthy Neanderthal.
Ironic since he's, like, very much not a Neanderthal, but it's fine. Let's go, Logan! Oh, this is fucking sick! Jesus, this...
Why resist the inevitable?
Lady, I got 6 reasons why.
No, mein Freund. 9.
Whoa. I don't like that tongue. Let's go, Kurt! This is my boy! They just rebuild themselves. Oh, God. God, the action this episode has been awesome. Oh, that looked awesome. What? I don't think the original show ever showed his teleportation like that. That was beautiful.
Everyone could fly but me!
Yeah. Let's go, Roberto!
Danger room. I wanted to surprise you. Still figuring out steering.
Come on, use a seatbelt.
Okay, Mom. Is this really Bastion's plan to convince the world that the X-Men are the problem? I just love that Nathan can fit in the backseat of this sports car.
You have a Porsche.
Have you been in the backseat of a Porsche? That is not an... Oh my god!
Forward. Okay, let's show these toasters why you don't screw with the Summers.
Alright, open those eyes. was sick. You took them to your mom's party?
Meu filho, do what the men say.
Why would anyone buy that, though? I guess it's 97. There's no cell phones, right? There's no video.
That human wretch let Magneto out. She's lost her mind.
Of course she did.
Oh my god, thank God for Amy Cooper, I guess? That's crazy. Would not have expected her to save the day, but here we are.
Of fighting the future.
You're a monster.
I was born this way.
This is not what Lady Gaga meant, Bastion.
Magneto was right.
Enough.
Magneto! Spidey? What? What's the Silver Samurai? He can what?
Where's the professor when you need him?
Hilarious.
I hope that I'm not too late.
You are. You really fucked this one up, Charles. Okay. All right. Okay. Where does the show go from here? That was insane. I mean, it was so fucking good, but that was nuts. There's so many of these Sentinel things. And on top of that, like... yeah, that was wild. That cannot be the end of it, right? Cable hasn't changed anything yet. So Bastion's plan still succeeds from this point in Cable's future. Because Cable did not impede anything. Except maybe it's that like Jean and Scott were supposed to have already been taken or something. But like Cable coming back did not at all affect Amy letting Magneto out. So whatever change they need to make to stop a future where, you know, mutants are essentially slave labor hasn't yet occurred. Which is fascinating. I also like, one of the questions I have is like, isn't the mutant takeover of humanity sort of inevitable? And if it's inevitable, why is it a bad thing? You know what? We can't get into that because it gets into like kind of the like weird thing about mutants for me in Marvel just in general is that like, yeah, the future we're all going to be mutated because people who don't have the X gene can have a mutant child. But it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I am in awe. I think like there's so much great stuff here. The relationships between the Summers family and putting them on a mission together is very funny, but it also gets to point at like what the show's been about. And, you know, I really felt Madeline Pryor's loss in this episode, which I wasn't sure they were going to be able to do because she was only in a few episodes, right? Like she was only important in that she wasn't Jean, but she lived Jean's life and they have this connection. And I thought that the way that they played out her existence on the show in her absence was just really beautiful here. I think Bastion's a great villain. There's so many cameos. Did not expect to see my childhood Spider-Man show up. That's wild. Silver Samurai, very cool. I do wonder, like, what are those characters' parts in what comes next? Is the next two episodes like Magneto rebuilds the Brotherhood of Mutants? Because we haven't seen any of the evil Brotherhood, right? Juggernaut shows up in this episode, but Juggernaut shows up as it's Morph, right? It's not actually Juggernaut. And so I do wonder, is the next episode going to be like Magneto's putting together a goon squad? Is he going like full heel? Which is tough to even call him heel, right? Because I agree with him. I read a tweet the other day. It might have been earlier today. I don't know. That was like Magneto has become a hero over time because watching the real world, it's getting harder and harder as time passes to not agree with him or to not realize he was right. And it's so true, right? Like, tolerance is extinction. Fuck. Crazy. That was crazy. That was good. I can't wait for next week, man. I wish like more people who held hate in their hearts watched shows like this and realized how wrong they are. And just realize that like there's so much power in just radically getting out of other people's way and just showing people kindness and love. Especially those people that claim they follow a God who's all about kindness and love. They're the people I wish would figure it out the most. Because just being kind isn't nearly as hard as some people, especially the people who say they're the kindest, make it. I don't know, man. I don't know how you could watch this and not walk away realizing how true the stories of the X-Men are, right? And how much of validity there is in the pain that this show is trying to get across. And I get it. Like, for a lot of people who have never experienced hardship, it's so easy to be like, well, that pain doesn't exist in the world. That's fictional pain. And for some people it is. And like, I don't envy those people. I don't envy not knowing, right? I don't envy that level of privilege. And I'm a very privileged person. I'm not saying I'm not. I just mean that I've known a lot of pain. And I can empathize with pain, even if it isn't mine. And those people that look at Storm, right? And are like, well, I can't empathize with her. She's black. And I can't empathize with her black experience, but I can empathize with her pain, right? And I can go that far with her. And I can appreciate her story because of that. And the people who can't do that, I worry about them. And in turn, everybody else. I don't know. This show is fucking powerful as shit. Bo DeMeo, you done did good, man. You fucking... This is what the X-Men is supposed to be about. And I think that, like, in terms of making it set in 97 but still speak to our time, that's impressive shit, right? That's where the show is going that extra level. Ascending beyond. I thought Shogun did that really well. Be about what we're... The cultural moment we're in, but use history to do it. And I think that's why Shogun and this are probably my favorite shows of the year right now, right? Is because of their ability to use the story they're telling to say something about the present, but also really be super faithful to the truth of the past. And I think that that's fucking magic. And I think that this show is a little bit of magic. And it's heartbreaking, and it kills me. I've got goosebumps. Like, I'm going crazy right now, but there's just something about it that is speaking to the moment so beautifully. And I don't know. This was fun. I'll see you guys next week for the next one. There's Delicious and Dungeon. There's One Piece. Other things going up. But fuck, I can't wait for the next episode of this dang show. Charles, just help Magneto. I don't fight him this time. He's right. If you want to follow me on the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly. If you like the video, like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below, because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is probably Bastion's mom. Like, you didn't really do anything wrong, and I feel bad for you, because that sucks. Your boyfriend had a future technovirus that got into your womb and made your son evil and turned you into a robot. That sucks. I have empathy for her pain. That's the point, right? If you do something nerdy night, I don't know.